Hey, yo. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Tuesday, the 30th of August, 2022. It's 3:30-ish in the afternoon. Almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 90 degrees Fahrenheit out there in Jacksonville, Florida. Humidity's at 67%. Makes it feel like it's 103, 105. Just a bit yucky. 32 degrees Celsius. Thunderstorms in the area, although the sky at the moment looks fairly clear. If I get back out of here, this guy's parked right behind me. I got him by a couple of inches. That rack sticking out the back can make a difference. And I've been thinking about putting my spare tire back there. I'm not sure that it will support it, though. I don't think it'll support it long term. It's the rack is very well built, but it's only like 1 inch square aluminum tubing, and the tires for this thing weigh 70 pounds or better. See, am I going to make it all the way over? Yes. Totally illegal move. I hate when people do it, but I didn't have a whole lot of choice. And I guess when other people do it, they don't have a whole lot of choice either, because it's the only way to get from that intersection over to this turning lane to get up onto the interstate. So it's a design flaw, I would say. I don't know how it could be fixed, but so let's see. We are off to do Tutoring Tuesday, and then over to the daughter's house. I won't be doing Tutoring Tuesday for the next couple of weeks because her mom is going in for her surgery. She's got the big C. They're thinking they can get it with surgery and some light chemo. So here's keeping our fingers crossed. If you want to keep AM in your thoughts, I'm sure it would be appreciated. I don't know. That stuff always scares me. Even though, I mean, I've known people. Well, the old miss had cancer. She fought it for quite a while. My son-in-law's mom had cancer, fought it for a while, and passed away. Both had previous episodes, but I know people have had 2 and 3 and 4 bouts of fighting with cancer, just depending, I guess, on the actual type. So, actually, my daughter-in-law's mom passed away from cancer also. She was a multiple time survivor. Don't dwell on those things, though. Try not to. Just not sitting right in that holder today. So let's see. I got home from, or got done dinner last night and came out and did the another short video, driving in darkness, or whatever that guy said, dialoguing in the dark. I've kind of thought about making a second channel or a sub channel just for this type of video. I mean, I don't get that many views. 70 maybe at the top. Averages 20 some views. I don't know how many of those 20 go all the way through. I'm sure there's a couple of you, or at least a couple of you that do it occasionally. But I went in last night, was looking, and pulled up the analytics, and I have that one short video of just rocks on a railing, and it's got over 1,700 views. Just a few over, but it's got over 1,700 views. What is going on here? Total traffic slowdown. Yuck. I hope it's not like this all the way to the bridge. That's like 5 miles. And we're creeping. That's a neat old V-dub. One of the square VW buses. Well, I'm glad I left out early. I had to go go drop off some stuff at UPS. So I gave myself a little bit of extra time. Actually, quite a bit of extra time. My head is itching like crazy this morning, or today. You know, I said something yesterday about having such a great sleep because it was raining. I jinxed myself. I had a terrible night's sleep last night. And I went to bed a little bit after 6 and woke up a little bit after 7. My feet were just screaming. Not really cramped, just kind of cramped, kind of feeling like they've been stabbed with a hot poker and wrapped up tight around them. Couldn't loosen them up. Uncomfortable. Finally got those to relax. I got my feet to relax, and still couldn't drop back off to sleep. It's still tossing and whatnot. So it was probably 9 o'clock by the time I actually got back to sleep. I know the last time I looked at the clock, it was 9 o'clock. And at that point I was yawning, and but I've been through that a couple times already. I don't know if I got a bite back there, right there at the base of my skull. It's going to drive me nuts. So, you know how it is, or I mean, I think most people know how it is. There's those nights when you lay down and your mind just like won't shut off. And I don't know, I had watched the video on this gal converted her Trailblazer into a camper, and along the lines of what I've been thinking. I didn't realize taking the back seats out, gave so much room. So that was partially on my mind. But trying to go to sleep, it wouldn't get out of my mind. So I had like 3 or 4 different variations of how to build it and how to put the bed together, and different layouts. So and that was only one of the things popped up. I've got an idea. I sort of kind of mentioned it to, I think it's Raymond. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. But I was coming in last night, and I've got that old set of steps sitting there that they had brought over for me to possibly use, or for my son to possibly use, to rebuild for my steps. And of course we didn't use them. But I was looking at it, it's like, that looks kind of like the shelf unit that my daughter's got all of her succulents on, only 4 times as big. And I was like, huh. And I just realized the other day that when my brother moved all the plants, he put them back in one corner where they're actually in the shade most of the day, and they are thriving. Whoa. Whoa. Why do we have 3 trucks going up the bridge side by side? That almost caused a predicament. So anyway, that's one idea that I came up with, like I said, last night. And then thinking it through, my mind not letting me go to sleep, whatever. There's some fencing over by the dumpster, some stockade type fencing, and my mind kind of went to that and like, okay, maybe put a back wall on that thing. So just, like I said, it just, the possibilities, your mind just runs through them, or at least my mind does. How much of it's going to get done? I want to get the steps turned and put the plants on it. That should happen in the next day or so. The back, I don't know. I'm not sure it's really needed, or if it'll just cause more shade or whatever. But I mean, the material is basically there. It's basically free. So we'll see. It's just a matter of going over there, putting it on the roof of the truck, and taking it back to the house. Come on, people. He's riding like right there. He's not letting me get over. I'm just gonna have to do it. All right. Oh. Yeah, I said something about starting a second channel, just riding and rambling maybe. I thought about doing stickers for that. Do a riding and rambling, Doc Inc. and the YouTube logo. It's a possibility. See if I can get them printed up inexpensively enough that I can sell them inexpensively. See how much call there is for them. So y'all let me know what you think. Should I or shouldn't I pursue doing stickers? Because of course, going from just riding and rambling, then I've also got to parked and pontificating, parked and palavering. Could do either one. I could do, some of my artwork if I figure out how to get it into a print program. I don't know. One thing I did last night, I made a little bit more headway to get towards getting my desk cleared off. Now I have a bin sitting on my desk chair that's full of stuff that I want to just get rid of, but not throw away. So, problem is, on top of the stuff that I had gone through and realized, decided I was going to get rid of, I put other stuff. Even last night, I was looking for my glue gun, my glue sticks. And I pulled a bunch of boxes down and sat them down on top of that stuff on top of that box. And then I started putting the boxes back and figured, just keep right on going. Like, take the dirty clothes that are on that bin, put them over in the pile for dirty clothes. Get the stuff that doesn't belong in that bin out of it and get it ready to either just say the heck with it and dispose of it, or in some way or another get it out of my way, get it out of the room. And I also made a couple of other decisions, like the refrigerator has been on my brother's side of the trailer, on the other side of the wall. It's been well over a month, and I haven't been into that refrigerator at all, other than to get a few things out of the freezer. And what's left in the freezer, pretty much all freezer froze packages or whatnot. Down in the refrigerated part, just a bunch of empty, partially used jars of relish and peppers and yada yada yada. That again, I'm not using. I don't really have room for. I mean, it was nice having 2 refrigerators and all this extra space, but I've gotten down to, using just one fridge. So anyway, um, I told my brother today, I said, if you want to, you can clean all the stuff out of here and get it out, get the refrigerator out, put it down by the dumpster, um, get it out of the house. I was going to clean it all out, and then try to sell it for $50 or $60, but there's there's a couple hours worth of work just to get it cleaned up, and then you have to deal with people on the internet. Well, does it work? Well, yeah, it works. How cold does it get? I don't know. It's a refrigerator. How old is it? I don't know. It's a $60 refrigerator, or it's a $75 refrigerator. It'll work until it doesn't. They ask, like, I don't know, can we paint it? Yeah, you can paint it. And then you get those people that'll give you, a half a dozen emails, a half a dozen or messages asking for information on it, and then tell you, okay, we're going to come and get it, and never show up. Or they ask you a bunch of questions and then just drop out. You never hear from them again. No, okay, thank you. I don't think so. I try to at least do that. If I see something and I want to, I want some information on it, and it turns out it's not exactly what I want, or it's taking them too long to get back to me, and the extra money that I had burning a hole in my pocket has been spent on something else, I'll text them, email them back or text them or whatever, and say, thanks for the time, but I've decided to go another way, or I've decided not to take it. That's kind of bad. I've also been on the end where people are like, oh yeah, okay, we'll meet you at Arby's at 7 o'clock. Okay, so you get there about 10 to 7, and you wait until 10 after 8, and nothing. No one shows up, no messages, just nothing. So, yeah, it's not worth my time and aggravation. Not that I've got a whole lot else going on, but still. I also told him we had a hospital bed, a single bed. We had gotten it when the Ole Miss got sick. And then I used it in the first place that I moved into, but it's really, a single bed is not the optimum for someone my size. You can't even realistically roll over. You have to roll part way and move, and roll part way and move. So, if you're like I am, I'm all over that. I've got a queen size bed. I am all over it at night. When I get up in the morning, my blankets are so disheveled. And there's times I've woken up with my head at the other end of the bed. So, that's one difficulty I'm going to have if I do go ahead and convert this. The couple of times I've been out in it, it's okay for a night or two, but I'll need something else, I think, if I'm going to be out for more than a couple of nights. Because I can't even really fit a twin bed back there. So it's going to be a cot size So maybe like 32 inches instead of 38. Just about wide enough for me to lay flat on. But we'll see. Oh. I carry my lemon powder, the true lemon powder, in a Tic Tac container. It's just one of those things. If you've been around for a while, you know that I'm always making up little kits and putting things in little containers and yada yada yada. So that was kind of a no-brainer. Carry a 2-day or 3-day supply of the packets in a container where they don't get damaged. So anyway, an ad for the True Lemon came up on my Facebook, and people were talking about it and all the different varieties and blah blah blah. And I said, I've been using it since April. No, when is March? I think I don't know. Whenever the oldest granddaughter's birthday is. So, but I've been using the True Lemon since then, and I said something about I carry it in an old Tic Tac container, and there's like a dozen responses on that. A dozen hearts and thumbs up, and 2 people actually popped in and said, well, one said that's a really good idea, and somebody answered that with what did they say? Yes, it is, or something like that. So anyway, all right, we are making the last turn, but one. So I appreciate y'all coming along for the ride. I appreciate y'all listening every day to me yak and babble and whatever. But let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down, thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. Go check me out on Facebook. I gotta stop that. You can find that stuff on my other type videos. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Cilantro, y'all.